But then after that, there's some ladies that have a chance. You know, Jule LEGGETT's hanging on to that 4th place. There's some girls that can catch her.
Yeah, and Taylor Jacob, Fallon Taylor, Mary Walker, they're all so experienced, having ran at the NFR. Taylor has the record there, and Mary and Fallon each have a world title to themselves. So.
Yeah, that speaks volumes. There's a good look at how we figure out the times here in the barrel race. That's Jim Dunn, one of our pro officials here at Calgary. Of course, he's a national finalist bareback riding rider back in his day. But there's the electric eye, and there's actually 2 of them there in case one of them fails. And that's the quickest, best way. It's right down to the 100th of a second.
And I'm so glad to see that, because day 1 we had some issues with the timing and backup timers. So having 2 of them there, these girls are going to be guaranteed that their time's going to be counted, and not by a hand flag.
Well, there's Ivy Conrado. She'll be the first one to run on Tibby. Boy, she has had a phenomenal year. Number 2 in the world standings, and the number 1 lady is here, Mary Berger. So they're having a battle within a battle here at Calgary. Can she do it again this afternoon? She has had some great runs.
Absolutely. C4 Tibby Stinson is the registered name of this 7-year-old sorrel mare. That's her dad, Kelly, walking her up nice and calm, especially for day 4. These horses get really racy as they're coming into this pen, and he's enjoying this.
Yes, and that looks like she's going on a trail ride.
Yeah, and she's going to scoot in and get lined up, because that first barrel is critical. Once this mare gets firing, there's no holding her up. There's no checking her. She's just going to be there working. And awesome footing for the first one out. This is great news. Have a look at her outside leg. She's kicking, helping Tibby around that barrel. She rides up here forward. She's going to sit down tight, hang on to that horn, and kick on the outside, setting the pace.
Might be her best run of the week right here. 17:78. You bet. That looks good. 17:78 for Conrado. So that is going to set a very tough pace. Taking that breath of relief. Her job is done. 9 ladies left to see if she can hang on to that lead. And here's another good one. Cassidy Kruse, number 10 in the world standings. She's made 1 trip to the Wrangler NFR, placed on her first run here, and then she's been a little quiet since.
Yeah, she's back on JJ. She placed on this horse day 1, JKR assured win, and he's having a tough time getting in this arena, the energy, the crowd, and he knows his job. He's wanting to run hard to that first barrel, and their timing's key. She's talked about needing to get that first barrel. After that, then they can go, but that was a wide shot for her. Oh, slight slip there on the second barrel.
In and out of the third. 17:78. She needs to be faster than that to take the lead away from Ivy Conrado. Not going to do it. 18:52 for Cassidy Kruse. So she's going to have to come back on Saturday and make her way through the wild card round.
She overshot that first barrel too long. So, and that just might be the timing with JJ. She was on another horse for a couple of days.
Cassidy Kruse now just finishes her job, and now let's go to Sarah Rose McDonald. Sarah Rose coming up the approach, and I think she's on bling.
She is. I spoke to her after Grand Entry, and she still hadn't made her decision. So at least we know with this Bay Roan, Fame, Fling, and Bling is so colorful and beautiful that we know that she's on her great roan mare. And she's trying to get lined up. She goes to that left barrel first. It doesn't matter if you go to the left or the right. See her sit back. She's really trying to hold her up. Great first turn for her and Bling. Again, she's holding her up. She doesn't have her normal forward style because she's wanting to stay standing up on the ground. She rode that mare great and according to this pattern. I agree. Boy, it was all her. She was the pilot in 1798. It was close. That will put her second now in the round, right behind Ivy Conrado. See her sit back real far, sit deep. When you sit back like that, that cues the horse to start to rate. She was helping with her reins as well. Yeah, she's a great jockey as far as riding this little horse. I mean, they are fun to watch no matter where she runs. Talk about fun to watch. Here's one right here, Mary Walker. Won the world in 2012. She's number 9 in the world standings. I like this horse. She hasn't quite got things rolling yet on this horse, but I mean, this is going to be her next horse probably after Latte's done. This is a good chance. This is Bojangles, a Frosty Please. And yesterday he popped out of the dirt, so she was excited to run him again today. She felt really confident in him. Look at that round style. Absolutely, he's that's so good. Big, 16 hands high, so much power. It doesn't look like he's moving very fast because he's got such a long stride, but see where she is in the mix.
It looks good. 18 2/100ths, just barely over the 18-second mark. That puts her now third in the round, 18-2. She picked up $2,500 in round number 1. She needed to actually win the round probably to have a chance to move into the top 4 in this pool, but that's still a really good confidence booster if she comes back on Saturday. Now let's go to Kelley Schnaufer. We talked about her. She has placed every round third place. She's been just rock solid.
So consistent on her great sorrel mare, 7 years old, Jessie. Jess Undeniable, owned by her mom and her stepdad, and we know that her husband's back at home working, and her son Tyler is watching every day. They're so excited and so proud. She wishes that they were here. Again, sneaks in, wants to get lined up for that first barrel. That's the widest that we've seen her go on there, but look at how fast this horse is, just opens up. Tight around that second. She's really forward. She's going to drop that hand, pull around, use that outside leg. Smooth run for Kelley.
A little wide on that first barrel is going to show up, and it did. 18:26, that's her longest time here. She was 18:20 yesterday and 1/3, but 18:26, a couple little teeny mistakes in that run. And boy, when you're right down to the 100th of a second to determine who wins what, you can't make any mistakes.
That's right. One stride too far, it'll be a few $1,000s out of the mix.
Yeah, that's right. Well, let's go. This is it for Fallon Taylor. She needs to win the round, and she knows it. Look at the concentration. You talked to her before the rodeo in your opening. She is fun to watch. And
she loves this kind of pressure. She loves to be the underdog. She goes to the left barrel first on Baby Flo. They have an amazing connection together. Now, have a look at her outfit. Of course, we can't miss that. The helmet. She was in a terrible accident of where she had a 2% chance to walk again. And she wants to be an advocate ambassador for those kids that have to wear helmets so they're not dealing with bullying.
Well, good for her and a good run, but 18 14/100ths. Boy, that was close. That puts her fourth now in the round. That's not going to be a big enough check to move her into the top 4, but a real solid run for Baby Flo.
Absolutely. Look at how forward she is. Her hands are right up at her ear. There's her dad, Shelton. That's their classic move. Hand slap as they come down the alley.
Yeah, she is so fun to be around. I mean, you just kind of draw in on all that energy. Let's go to Jule LEGGETT now. Julie.
She's on ice.
She's
FDI
fourth
cash
in this
to burn.
pool, but she needs to maybe win something to hold her spot.
Yeah, that would be a great confidence booster for her here. Oh, wide on the second barrel. She needs to get a little more aggressive. One tap there with the bat, hangs on to the horn, bows off that third barrel. Asking everything that he has on the way home.
Yeah, 18:28. 18:28 is going to put her sixth in the round, so that's not going to be enough. She's won $6,000 in this pool. She is in the top 4. We'll see if she can hang on to that 4th place position.
This morning in practice, she was riding bareback, schooling her horse. It was amazing.
I saw that. Well, here we go, Mary Berger. Look at her right up there. Looks like she's going on a cattle drive. It's like, oh, I'm going to ease in there. Mo eases in there. How exciting is she?
Listen to this crowd and that extreme focus.
They are hanging on every second that Mary Berger comes. Number 1 in the world. She's already won her pool. No one can catch her, but she'd like to win her 4th go-around.
She needs to get lined up on Mo. He tilts his head to the outside nose. Whoa, rolls back around. That snaps around that barrel. She's having to kick him up nice and round, rides him all the way around that turn. Look at how good she is. She's just amazing.
67 years old, and this might be her best run yet. And it's gonna be 17:33 for Mary Berger. Oh my goodness.
Oh, goosebumps. Oh, and he kicks up right there. What a cowgirl.
Oh, that's fun. Look at this. I mean, you talk about have a horse figured out. She and Mo, they are loving the Stampede right now. Fastest run we've seen yet. What a beautiful buckskin horse.
Wow.
That's a tough act to follow if you're Taylor Jacob, I gotta tell you.
Hey, but she did it yesterday.
Yeah, she did.
And she's on Madonna, Sissy Be Gold, Let a Hank Do It Bloodlines, overshoots that first barrel. The plan yesterday was to stay nice and collected because this horse is just like a motorboat. Stays upright, hind end underneath. We got a clean run from Taylor. Let's see if she can catch up to Mary.
Yeah, it's going to be close. 17:86. Nice run. That puts her third in the round. She's been solid. 17:86. Number 3 now for Taylor.
What a great rider.
Yeah, she is good, isn't she? Not riding her good horse, Bo, that we're so used to seeing her ride, but this is a nice little horse as well. Let's go to Megan Swint. She comes here from Florida. She hasn't picked a check up yet. Let's see what she can do in round number 4.
So she's back on PC. This is the horse that she had in the first round. Borrowed horse by Daniel Calder out of Wyoming. This is an 18-year-old rope horse. It's Sunfrost bred, so it can handle this type of ground and can handle all the crowd and experience. So she just felt she needed to get back on another experienced horse, and she rode great.
Yeah, good run. Maybe she should have stayed on this horse all the way through. That's a good run, but 18:39, just a little off the pace.
This horse is trying. He has great footing as he's leaving the barrels.
Well, she's going to be back on Saturday with a chance. And, you know, you only have to land in the top 2 on Saturday. And we've seen a lot of people come through that wild card Saturday and go on to win $100,000. But how about Mary Berger? She's already won $22,000 at the Calgary Stampede. First, and the best run yet today, 17:33. Another standing ovation for Mary Berger. Oh my. Oh, that is just a story right there. Mary Berger.